Welcome back. So in module 1, we were talking about drug cessation and managing withdrawal. Now module 2 is smoking cessation. This program is really comprehensive, and the whole point of it is that we get you off of anything that's unhealthy and we transform your life. We make you feel so much healthier and so much fitter and more positive. So smoking cessation may not be a module that everybody needs to go through, because I realize that not everybody smokes. But if you do, be that cigarettes, tobacco, even vaping, then this module is for you. Now, I may be slightly biased, but when it comes to stopping smoking, hypnotherapy is by far the most effective way of doing it. There's really no need to go cold turkey. There's no need to sign up for a nicotine replacement service. Gum and patches and inhalators and Champix and everything. It's really not necessary. If you want to stop smoking, then we can make it happen. And it can usually be done in just an hour or so. The majority of the clients I see only need one hypnotherapy session to become a non-smoker. Occasionally, a second session is required, but that's not very often. You decide you want to stop, and we make it happen. And the good thing about using hypnotherapy to stop smoking is that you won't get cravings, you won't get withdrawal, you won't get any of the horrible side effects that you may find you get when you use other products. So when we stop smoking using hypnotherapy, we aim to break the associations that you have with smoking and other events in your life. So every day you will probably find that there is a pattern, whether you've noticed it or not, when it comes to waking up in the morning with your first cup of tea or coffee or whatever you drink in the morning, when you are commuting to work, when you're walking the dog, when you're on your tea break, when you've had something to eat, when you're out with friends. All of these occasions are completely disconnected, but you've connected them by smoking, because every time you do one of those things, you also have a cigarette. Does that make sense? So habitually, every day, you are smoking, and it could be 10 cigarettes, it could be 20 cigarettes, it could be 40 or 60. It really doesn't matter. But every day you are reinforcing the habit, because let's say, for argument's sake, you smoke 20 cigarettes a day, to keep the math simple. Each one of those cigarettes, you're puffing, say, an average of 10 times. So that's 200 times a day that you are taking that cigarette from your hand to your mouth and puffing on it. That's 200 times a day that you are reinforcing that bad habit. Can you think of anything else that you do 200 times a day? It's not many things, really. And so, if we work on breaking that association so that you can go and do all of those things that you normally do with cigarettes, but do them without any desire for a cigarette, wouldn't that make your life so much simpler? Because you could get up in the morning and have no desire to smoke. You could go to work and have no desire to smoke. Go on your tea break, have your lunch, walk the dog, with no desire to smoke. We can just simply remove that desire so that you can go about doing all of those things with no desire to smoke. It really is that simple. I know I make it sound really easy, and that's because it is. All that needs to change is a few things in your subconscious mind, because your subconscious is responsible for your emotions, your habits, your behaviors, and your beliefs. So if we can tweak those so that you don't feel the need for a cigarette, so that you believe that you are now a non-smoker and that you will remain a non-smoker for the rest of your life. If your subconscious truly believes that, it will manifest that, and it will happen, and it happens instantly. It's amazing to see. And as I said earlier, it really doesn't matter whether you only smoke a few cigarettes a day or whether you smoke 60 cigarettes a day. The same session in the same amount of time can produce the same results. You can come and see me being a smoker with the desire to stop and leave the therapy centre a non-smoker, a happier, healthier non-smoker that has no desire to smoke, that has no desire to return to that habit ever again. It really is that simple. So that is module 2 in a nutshell. There is no cravings, there is no withdrawal. You're not going to feel horrible or ill when you stop. You're not going to replace your smoking habit with a vaping habit or with a food habit. So you're not going to gain weight because we're getting rid of that habit. We're just completely removing it. So you don't need to replace it with something else. If you have any questions, then I will happily answer them for you, because smoking cessation is one of the most common things that I work with on a day-to-day basis. So drop me a line, leave me a comment, and I will get back to you ASAP. And I will see you soon for module 3. Bye-bye.